Next album, yes, I like this album.
What, the Roy Woods one?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Fuck. Waking at Dawn, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, Waking at Dawn.
Okay, so let me go through my
tracks.
experience with this album first of all. Like, I listened to the first track. I thought, oh, this is cool, and then accidentally my iTunes was on shuffle. I remember checking it to check that it wasn't on shuffle, and it seemed like it wasn't. And then I went to listen to it, and then all of a sudden I was listening to that Menace track. No, not Menace. What's the 8th track?
Menace, yeah.
Is it Menace?
Menace, yeah.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah,
9.
maybe it is that track. I think I would listen to a track before that was good, and then I listened to that Menace track, and that track was so boring. It was so boring that I was like, oh my God, this album is so crap. Why would they put this song here? And then I looked and then saw that it was on shuffle because I wanted to see what this crap song was.
Yeah.
And then I saw that it was on shuffle and I was like, oh, well, I shouldn't have been doing this. Let me go back.
So and I started again from the beginning.
No, I think I listened to it from like track 2.
Yeah.
And I kept on going, and it was a good build up, and like most of the tracks were, you know, kind of entertaining and had some good melodies and stuff. And it wasn't really, nothing really gripped me. It didn't seem like he really delivered a oomph. He wasn't really saying much. He was basically just chatting shit most of the time, but just sounding great while doing it. So it wasn't like great lyrical content that was gonna draw me in.
What?
Well, sometimes he said some shit. Sometimes he went in with the lyrics, but most of it he wasn't. Like, he was just, you know, singing and trying to make it sound good. And yeah, so
wait, what lyrics bit? Like the rapping bit?
Did he rap on this?
Not really. There was one bit that it sounded like he was rapping a bit, but it was kind of mediocre. I thought that's
no,
what
I'm talking about.
Talking about in general, the whole album.
Yeah.
There was not like, there was only a few gripping lyrics. There weren't. There was only what?
Just
there was
him
no
as
gripping lyrics
as
at
an
all.
artist didn't grip me. That's what I'm talking about. Like, he didn't really deliver oomph. I wasn't like, oh, this Roy Woods kid is.
So you just thought this was just okay, yeah?
Him as an artist felt very, you know, mediocre-ish. And yeah, I just thought everything was mediocre. But then I listened to the first song again today. I didn't get to listen to the whole album, and that song sounded, you know, great. And I remembered how great that was. Yeah. There were some great like tracks on here, some tracks with great potential that didn't really meet their potential at the end because it just started to drag on, or you just started to repeat stuff and it started to get redundant. But yeah, it was okay. It was I don't know if it's the best introduction to him as a new artist. It's got a nice vibe. No, definitely. I like the vibe.
This ain't his first thing.
No, I'm talking about my introduction.
Oh, your introduction. Okay, yeah. Raw. I thought it was better than that. Like, you're just kind of great. Yeah, you basically think it's blasé. I think it's better than. I think it's better than just blasé. I think it's like. I think it's good. Like, I think he's good. Like, I've heard him before.
I think he's got potential.
I think this one's better than his last one. I think he's got potential. I feel like, nah.
And I think he's got some great stuff there.
I don't think there's any skippers on this.
Menace definitely is a skipper.
No, I feel like the album gets a bit slow at the end and it turns into like kind of more beaten tracks.
Menace is a skipper.
Maybe Menace is the one that's the
Menace is
slow
so
one.
boring.
It's a really slow song.
So boring.
But it's more like a beating track, isn't it?
So boring.
You're not gonna put this. You're not gonna.
If I want to have sex music, I'm gonna put on the Weeknd because I know he can guarantee.
But you wouldn't put this on the playlist
every time. No, I'd put the Weeknd on because I know every time a new Weeknd song comes on, it's going to be sick.
No, man, this playlist, this. I think Roy Woods deserves to be on the beating playlist with this.
Only if you just want to, you know, surprise a girl with someone that she hasn't heard of before.
I don't want to surprise them with no song.
This sounds great.
Surprise them with the D.
No, but I'm saying like the ambiance is different because if you put on the Weeknd, like she's probably heard the Weeknd before because it's like some guy.
I never put on one person. I always, the playlist has to have a mixture, fam.
Yeah, and then she can like ask who's this and whatnot, and then you form that bond with her because you're talking about music, and then she finds this new artist, and when she listens to him, she thinks about you.
Yeah, I forgot that. Didn't think about that bit.
That's what happens.
That's life. Roy Woods. No, I think he done well, mate. I think my favourite song was probably I I think Down Girl. Yeah, I liked that one.
I don't remember any of the names. I'll probably listen to this again.
You've only listened to it once, though, innit?
I've basically listened to it once. I
would
listen to it again. I would give it another go because I do think
it's a grower, fam. Trust me.
Yeah, I do think I need to give it multiple listens because the songs do sound better the second time. To be honest, because now I know what I'm expecting, the kind of vibe I'm getting into. I really didn't know anything about Roy Woods before. I think I heard a couple tracks, but I listened to them so long ago. Yeah, I know he's connected to Drake in some way, but I listened to his tracks so long ago that I don't remember what they sound like and whatnot. So I didn't know what I was gonna get from this artist and whatnot. So it was like, the very first impressions in it. So I do think on repeat listens it will probably get better, and I'm gonna give it more repeat listens. So
he had some hard lyrics, you know. There was one.
He did.
There was one lyric when he said something about these bitches, they weren't on me, but now they are. All that kind of bullshit. Yeah,
and like, those were some good stuff. I like that. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that inspirational stuff.
He's the kind of artist that will come out to warm up on Party or Bryson Tiller. That's what he is.
But that's where he's at now, and I'm not happy for that. Like we've already got Party and Bryson Tiller, and they do your job better than you. So you have to do something different that's going to make me like, okay, you stand out. This is interesting. He just seems like another person doing that sort of stuff, and Party and Bryson are just way ahead of him.
Yeah, I guess so. But I think he's got.
It's good though. It's good, and I kind of enjoyed it. I probably enjoyed a few songs, and I thought it was okay the first time round. And I am gonna listen to it again, and I probably will get into it more. I'm definitely gonna dissect it for inspiration and whatnot. And it's cool. Still, I'd probably give it a 6.5.
A 6.5, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm going to give it repeat listens, and I think it will get to a 7.
Yeah. I'd probably give it... Well, I like all the tracks, though. Well, I did say that it gets a bit slow, and it is a 10-track EP. Yeah, I'll give it a 7 then. Maybe, yeah.
It seems like a cool spot to give it.
Because it's a 10-track EP, and I feel like there might be some skippers near there is some skippers near the end, because when I was listening to them I was thinking this is a bit slow, but then it's
so boring.
I was just thinking like I understand what that song's for though. It's not one of those songs where I'm just gonna be like that song's shit. I'm just gonna be like no, I wouldn't listen to it in this sort of environment. I'll listen to it if I'm with a chick, innit?
There shouldn't be 2 bars in between every lyric, man. That's boring.
Oh, like
that's too slow.
That's too much.
It's too slow. Might as well listen to an instrumental if I wanted to listen to that.
Fam, so you don't listen to that old school R&B sometimes?
Never, to be honest. Never.
Never ever.
Nah, I should probably, because I can get inspiration from that. Because I've just been a bit blah with music at the moment. So I was happy to, get through these albums, but there was so much stuff that I was like, this ain't really good. And it just demotivated me. But then I did listen to... I listened to that Ed Sheeran album after Schoolboy. Well, I didn't listen to all of it, but remember that Ed Sheeran album that came out? Was it X?
Yeah, something? X. Yeah, that's great.
I hadn't listened to it. I only listened to it on shuffle when it came out because I didn't have the time in it. I was so busy doing loads of stuff.
It's a great album, fam.
Oh my god, fam!
It's a great album.
It was beautiful.
This is why Ed is a genius.
Oh, it was like pouring honey in my ears. if that was ever a good sensation.
This is why Ed is Ed, fam.
Like it was so beautiful, and like after listening to that Schoolboy Q shite, I needed that sort of stuff to bring me in good spirits, and it really did. And I was like, oh my god, there's still great music out there.
Put some respect on Schoolboy's name. Flipping.
Yo, thanks for listening, guys. If you want to check out the full podcast, you can click on the SoundCloud link in the description, or you can search for J Cartere or talk about it in the podcast section of the iTunes store, and you can find us there. Don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe. It really helps us out, and we'll see you next time.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long. So all this warmth I share with you.